This is my fate. The giver of eternal decay clings to my senses like an invisible parasite, feeding on my rationale and eroding all that I thought real. Heavy and thick, I can taste its presence like acidic bile, feel its skinless touch as it paralyzes me with stark and tortuous images of panic and terror. I pity the victims, but I am powerless. The inevitable inevitability.
Push the size, please.
The dream state gone. The waking state gone. Just a brief memory of self before it descends into that murderous state of limbo. I am addicted. Addicted not to their misery and pain, but to that which defines me. I am the witness, the messenger. The truth is all around me, and I can no longer deny, resist.
Death is in the air.
Are you all right to continue?
I shouldn't be here.
Just tell them the truth.
They don't believe me.
Oh, you're up early.
Couldn't sleep. Thought I'd make a start in the sequel.
What is it?
Someone's gonna die down there. Soon.
Adam. Adam. I've contacted Mid-TV. They want to interview you.
What?
Just listen.
Mom said the gift was from God, and we should respect it. I can't do it.
But you said somebody was going to die out there. Don't you even care?
You know I do. But there's nothing I can do about it.
Maybe not this time, but if you can get people to listen, then they'll start to take you seriously. It's the only way.
I know.
Then do the interview.
I need more time to think about it.
We haven't got more time. It needs to happen now while there's still enough media interest in this girl's death. It's now or never.
All right.
So you admit that you were obsessed with her?
No, I'm not obsessed.
Well, how would you put it?
I was a bit infatuated, I suppose.
Meaning what, exactly?
Look, she wasn't like anyone that I've been out with before. I never knew where I stood, which just made me want her more.
Sounds like she messed with your head.
But I'd never do anything to hurt her. Like I said, I'm not a violent person.
In spite of punching her wall.
How many more times?
She must have really got to you.
I was frustrated, angry with her.
So you did want to hurt her?
No.
Is that why you killed her?
No! No!
Maybe we should ease off for a bit. Someone might see us together.
You worry too much. Oh, I've made you an appointment at the mill.
You've what?
So you can casually let slip about the receptionist.
Why?
Well, think about it. When the TV crew arrive, it'll be far more credible if the staff are already gossiping about it.
I already am credible.
Oh, and lay it on thick with the doctor. The more people that believe you, the better.
You make me sound like a fake.
It's at 11:20. See you later.
But I'm feeling okay. What'll I say?
I don't know. Ask for a repeat prescription or something.
Shut up! Thank you, Doctor.
You take care, Mr. Withers.
Just spoke to Rob. We're free to go abroad.
Surely you are not going away on holiday at a time like this.
So anyway, Greece, here we come.
Actually, Mrs. Tenmay's got a point. We can't just abandon Julia with everything that's going on, especially with Heston away.
Look, you need a break. All this stress is not good for you.
Well, we don't have a choice.
I was also wondering if it's okay to take sleeping tablets with my condition.
Certain ones, yes.
It's just that my senses are very acute. Sometimes I can hear a spider crawling on the carpet, or even my neighbor breathing next door.
Really?
Something behind me. I can hear it moving ever so slightly in the left corner of the ceiling.
Have your senses always been like this?
Yes. But over time they've become heightened. And I've discovered I possess another sense. I can predict when someone is about to die.
That's quite a claim. When did you first realise?
About a year ago.
About the time your mother passed away. You've suffered from severe grief. Perhaps the sense of death is actually a feeling of misplaced guilt.
Guilt?
Born out of the helplessness you said you felt during her illness.
No. It started while Mum was in the care home. I was able to predict which resident would die next.
I see.
You don't believe me, do you?
That's not what I said, but in a care home, predictions of the elderly dying is not difficult.
I'm right. All of the time. And my predictions don't just concern the elderly. The day before your receptionist was murdered, I told her she was going to die.
Let's go over your whereabouts at the time of the murder.
But we've been through this.
Well, tell us again. You might have missed something.
After I left Lauren's house, I went for a walk. I ended up at the cemetery.
It's not a place to go. Unless you've got some sort of obsession with death.
It's not like that. I visited my grand's grave. I sometimes go there when I'm stressed out.
I tried to warn her, but she just laughed. She looked so pale, as if...
That's enough. Please.
I'm sorry. I should go. Despite what you think, my predictions always come true. The staff at Mum's care home, they were amazed at what I could do.
Sorry, Mr. Vesper, but it's time for my next patient.
You're just like everyone else.
It must have been hard for you and your mum.
We coped.
Even so, not seeing your father or having any contact with the Asian side of your family.
Something like that must really screw you up. Make you question who you are, your sense of identity.
Look, I know who I am, and I'm not a murderer!
Well, let's recap, shall we? You have no witnesses to corroborate your alibi. You had motive. She'd humiliated you. You were angry. And we have DNA evidence that places you at the scene of the crime on the very day that she died. Are you still not a murderer?
Not again.
We'll resume after lunch, if I can keep it down.
Interview suspended 11:40.
I don't suppose you know where he was moving to. Do you have a number?
Everything okay?
Not really. Tough patient. Mr. Vesper claimed he predicted Lauren's death.
What? How many have you had?
Dutch courage before my big performance.
There hasn't been an accident or anything down there, has there?
No.
I can't help being worried. The feeling was very strong earlier.
Stop going on about it.
How can I? There's going to be a death soon. I can feel it.
They'll die. What the hell are you doing?
Making your prediction come true. Happy now?
That's not funny. I've got a gift. You shouldn't mock it. I thought you were the one person who believed in me.
I do. Let's not play games. We both know your senses aren't as heightened as you'd like to believe. Don't start sulking. And you better be going. You're going to be late. Come on. You can't get cold feet now.
I'm here for Dr. Tyler's bag.
What exactly do they want it for?
It's just part of the ongoing investigation.
I honestly don't know why they didn't take it in the first place.
Well, we've had some more information that...
What kind of information have you...
Look, this is a murder case. I'm really not at liberty to reveal any more. I'm sorry, I'm just in a hurry.
It's behind you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm standing outside the Mill Health Centre, where local man Adam Vesper claims to have warned Lauren Porter that she was going to die the day before she was brutally murdered. Mr. Vesper, how did Miss Porter react to your prediction?
She didn't believe me. I tried and tried to get through to her, but she just wouldn't listen.
Yeah, his mother was at your care home, that's right. Were his predictions accurate? That'll do for now. We'll finish up at the care home.
Okay.
Come on, let's get a staff reaction. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? I've got nothing to say. Did you know that your colleague's death had apparently been predicted by a psychic? No comment. What can you tell us about Adam Vesper? You keep that out of my face, please. But is he a patient of yours?
Mr. Vesper always seemed like a reasonable, sensitive man to me. Why would he lie about Lauren's death?
What do you think he's playing at? I'm not sure. I've just been on the phone to his mother's old care home.
What for?
Just to see what they'd say. Apparently, there are reports of his predictions coming true.
Oh, come on, Elaine. You don't seriously think he's psychic?
No, but he's a very perceptive man.
Yes, I did the interview. Well, I don't feel great about it. Mum would have been livid. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. I'm nearly home.
Should upset your stomach.
It's not looking good. You do know that I didn't do it, don't you?
Look, in my capacity as a police surgeon, I can't really comment.
You're just like everyone else.
Kevin, listen. A lot of people think you're innocent.
You look pleased with yourself.
That sense of death I had this morning, it was for a cat.
Oh, that's good. Listen, I'm sorry about earlier. I really do believe in you.
Honestly.
Of course. So, tell me, can you sense what I want right now?
My doctor told me not to overexert myself. You better go. Dr. Cassidy.
Have you any idea of the upset you've caused?
I didn't mean to.
The last thing we need right now are more journalists hanging around the health centre. This is a very traumatic time.
Sorry, it wasn't my idea to do the interview. It was stupid.
Then why did you?
So people will believe me.
You know there are scientific tests you can take.
No.
The psychology department at the university is currently researching ESP.
Look, I don't need someone telling me what I already know. I've had it since I was a child. I just didn't know what it was then.
I'm only trying to help.
I inherited it from my mum. She told me before she died. Is it really so inconceivable to you?
No. If I'm honest, I don't know what I think.
Meaning, what exactly?
Let's just say I'm more open-minded than most of my colleagues. But please, whatever the truth, don't involve the mill or any of the staff anymore.
I won't.
Thanks for coming in.
You going to arrest me now as well?
It's all part of the investigation. We'll be interviewing all of Kevin's colleagues in due course.
Let's start with his relationship with Lauren. Did you ever witness him being violent towards her? Or did he ever threaten her?
You know, this room, it stinks of desperation.
Just answer the question.
You haven't got enough to make it stick, have you?
Look, a colleague of yours has been murdered. Her body mutilated. If you know anything, you need to tell us.
There isn't anything. And the rest of the staff, they'll all tell you the same. He's incapable of hurting anyone, let alone murdering them.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. You've got the wrong person. But I think you know that already.
Well, I finally got hold of Hester. He had lost his phone and had been staying with friends in Florence.
What did he say about Lauren?
Well, he was shocked. But he's getting the first flight back.
Oh, thank goodness. At a time like this, we need, well, a strong man around.
Oh. So, we'll be able to get away?
You never give up, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Better start packing then.
Earlier today, I spoke to a carer at the Cherry Tree Care Home. Well, I was sceptical at first, but all his predictions came true.
Extraordinary.
I don't think so.
There was a noise in his head. When he heard it, that's when somebody was going to die.
Uniform have completed the search of Tyler's house. Nothing.
Oh, great.
Harrison. Yeah. Working on anything interesting?
Just catching up with some paperwork.
Well, I've been going over Lauren's murder to see if anything's been missed.
Really? Okay, well, like I said, I just need to get this finished. Perhaps we should catch up over a cup of coffee later.
But you won't believe what I've worked out. You know, I'm not even sure that Kevin's the murderer.
What do you mean?
Well, think about it. The police say that Lauren's killer was trying to mimic the scraper. How would Kevin know which finger to cut off?
Read it in the papers.
Well, you said that detail wasn't given to the press.
Have you mentioned this to your dad?
No, not yet. He'll probably just tell me to butt out and leave it to the experts.
Well, I'm afraid your theory is flawed.
Flawed?
Yeah, because I remember reading an article which did say which finger. These things always get leaked. Look, anyway, I really must crack on, so...
But I've looked through all the newspapers.
Well, you must have missed something. Yeah? It's an easy mistake to make, you know. Just don't make assumptions until you have all the facts.
Yeah.
Good effort, though.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to lie. I had to. Mum. Mum. Speak to me.
We won't be questioning you anymore today.
So what happens next?
Well, that depends if any more evidence comes to light.
But if you can't find any more evidence, what then? Will I be released?
It's a possibility.
When?
Theoretically, tomorrow morning.
I saw you kissing one of the care assistants from the home. You're involved in some sort of scam, aren't you? I had you down as a decent person.
I am.
So give me one good reason why I shouldn't go to the police.
I really can sense when someone is about to die. It's just, I've been a bit economical with the truth.
Economical? How accurate are your predictions from the care home?
They were more like 50%.
That's half what you claimed. And Lauren Porter, did you really tell her she was going to die?
Not exactly. But I did sense something when I saw her at the mill.
Well, it's hardly the same.
I know, but I needed to convince people of my gift. I wrote it a year ago. The sales have been bad. But the publishers said if they picked up, they'd give my next book a big launch.
And you a big advance, no doubt.
It's not about the money. I didn't know what to do.
So you thought you'd latch yourself onto the media frenzy surrounding my colleague's death?
No one would take me seriously. They think I'm a crank.
They're wrong. You're a parasite. And I'm going to make sure everyone knows the truth.
Dr. Cassidy, please! I never meant to hurt anyone.
I'm not interested.
What's happened?
She knows everything.
You're joking. Well, can't you pay her off?
You're not serious.
Well, we have to do something. You could lose the advance on the new book.
I don't care.
I do. I don't want to be mopping backsides in that poxy home forever.
Is that all you care about?
Well, what else are we doing this for?
I should never have agreed. I wish I'd never met you.
You what? Who the hell do you think you are?
You turned my gift into a mockery!
Oh, you haven't got a gift. You never have.
Don't say that!
Oh, go on then. Make your death prediction come true. Fake. You know it's true. You're a fake.
Dr. Cassidy! Dr. Cassidy!
Are you in pain?
Death. It was very close to you. It still is.
Cut the amateur dramatics. You won't change my mind.
But it's the truth. Death is near. The feeling's very strong.
After all your lies.
visited my grand's grave. I sometimes go there when I'm stressed out.
I guess I better have these back.
Ruddy little weasel.
You're a bungler, Hollins. An incompetent, plodding bungler.
Leatherridge, I've robbed an house. Please come and get me.
Why haven't you charged me yet?
Don't go getting your hopes up.
Eddie discovers the twisted